Good day folks, Jim Langlands here from FX Charts with the Currency Outlook for the Finance News Network for Friday the 19th of October. Well, it was a pretty quiet session early on in Europe today as the market awaits any outcome from the EU Leaders Summit in Brussels. But things changed a little bit once New York got going, and the release of the Google, or the mistaken release of the Google figures saw a 20% earnings drop. That saw the share price slide 9% fairly quickly before stock was suspended from trading. But this all turned risk sentiment pretty sour and saw a late afternoon sell-off in most of the currencies against the dollar. So we've got the euro currently sitting on support at 130.65. Dollar yen, that's at 79.25. It's got up to 79.45. Took out a few stocks above the 200-day moving average, but has come back towards 79 and looks to be confined to a 30-40 point trading range again today. Cable took a real hit. That was at 160.130 and it's been down to 160.40 so far, looking pretty heavy. It was more or less a straight line drop late in the day in New York, and it looks as though we could see further declines towards 159.75 support. Dollar Swiss, that's a bit higher as well. That's at 92.45 following the euro around really. The Aussie, likewise, that had a pretty choppy session. It's currently sitting at around 103.65. It got up to 104.10 at one stage, but it's come back, and the Kiwi's trading at 81.90. With the markets, looks to me as though it's generally going to be on hold now, though, awaiting the EU summit to wind up and any press statement that might follow on from that. Although nothing really is expected, and it wouldn't surprise me to see a few longs taking some profit as we head into the weekend. So we may see a bit of a sell-off in the euro and the other risk currencies, and possibly a bit more strength in the US dollar, but I don't think we're going to see too much either way. That's about it. There's not an awful lot else out today. There's a little bit of data, but mainly secondary stuff. But if you do want a more comprehensive outlook on the markets, go to the website as usual, www.fxcharts.com.au. And that aside, please just remember that any outlook mentioned here is a personal view only and not intended to be used as trading advice. So that's all for the week. Have a very good weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Cheers.